Hey guys, how's it going? It's Sped here. Today I've got a cool little lesson for you following my cover of Kids from the totally awesome Stranger Things. You're going to need a guitar, your hands, and a capo. Check the description for a link to a free tab. Let's go. To make things a little bit easier for you, I'm going to shout out the fret numbers not in relation to the capo, okay? So we're going to start with our pinky on fret 11 of the B and our third finger on fret 10 of the G. And we're going to pick individual strings starting with open E, B, G, and then B again, about this fast. Okay, I'm using my third, second and first finger, just going back and forth. Now, if you wanted to keep things really simple, you could literally play that double time. And then later on when it drops, you could just go half time. And that bit's as simple as that. We're going to bring some bass notes in now with the thumb, and we're going to play them at the same time as those four notes we just learned. So it gets a little bit more complicated now, and there's some big stretches involved. But those notes are open E, third fret of the E with the first finger, third fret of the A with the first finger, and fifth fret of the A with the first finger. Okay, so what we do, set our hand up like we did before. Okay, and we're going to start with a pinch of the low E and the high E together. And then we just play that exact same pattern again whilst letting that bass note ring out. Okay, so what we're going to do now is stretch our index finger to that third fret of the E. Now at first it's a pretty big stretch, or it'll feel that way, but if you practice, your hand should open up a little bit more. And you get the clarity. Okay, so the open, third fret, hop over to the third fret of the A, and then up to the fifth fret. I suppose you could use the open D there if you wanted, instead of moving up, but I figured because the first finger was in use anyway, I just moved it up. I prefer the lower tone of the A string. But yeah, that's that. So you want to just practice the stretch, and yeah, then I'll show you it in half time. So when it drops to the main riff in the actual tune, you'll notice that those high notes we were playing, okay, go to half time. So what that means now is we're going to do the exact same bass notes, except we're going to do one on the first note, play the second by itself, and then when you hit the G with the index finger, you'll do the next bass note, okay? And then when you hit the high E, you'll do the next bass note. And then the final bass note, you'll do the G again. Okay, so it goes. So this is my own little take on when that main riff drops in the tune. It's pretty cool, not too difficult, and everything that I'm saying now will be in relation to the capo, just so it makes sense for you. Because we've got a mixture of bass notes and high notes, and I don't want you getting confused. So I'm going to start on the low E with the thumb, open G with the first finger, and then we're going to hit open E, 3rd fret with the index, and then open E. Okay, so E, G. After that, we're going to come to the 3rd fret with the index finger and the 7th fret with our pinky up on the high E. Pinch them together. Okay. So after that, you can have your 3rd finger in the middle on fret 5, hit it by itself. That's on the high E string. Then we come down to the 3rd fret with the 2nd finger, also on the high E, and we're going to grab the G with the index finger at the same time. So that's pinch together, 5 by itself, 3rd fret with the open G. After you've done that, you're going to put your pinky back on fret 5 of the E by itself, and then hit the 3rd fret of the E again by itself. So you should have this. From the start, slowly. After that, you're going to take your first finger over to the 3rd fret of the A and pretty much repeat all the high notes you just did, but we've got some changes in the bass notes. So that'll be thumb on the A, open G, and then we're going to do open E and the 3rd fret and the open again, but this time it'll be with your 2nd finger because we're using our index for the bass. Okay. From there, we're going to take our 2nd finger to the 5th fret of the A and pinch that with the 7 pinky, 5 by itself in the middle, 3rd fret of the E, grab with the open G like before. So together that's okay. Then you hit the 5 by itself, and then the open E by itself. So you've got a different end note. So those two together . I'll just play all 4 of those together for you slowly. Alright, so if you've seen my cover of this, you'll notice that at the end I tried to replicate that really cool synth with some tapping. Now the tapping itself isn't too difficult, just the order of the notes you want to get your head around at first. It's all on the G string. I'm going to be calling out the fret numbers in relation to the capo again, so you're not confused. And one other thing, I pull off this way when I tap, which isn't the way most people would teach it. I just kind of found my own way when I was like 13 years old, first hearing tapping. I was like, oh, okay. So I just naturally pull off that way, but if you want to pull off that way, that's absolutely fine. I'll just show you the notes, okay? So we're going to tap on the 9 in relation to the capo, pull off to the open. Our index finger is then going to hammer on the 2, and then our 2nd finger is going to hammer on the 4, and then your pinky is going to hammer on the 7. Okay? And you can do that twice in a row. The 3rd time, you're going to hit the 12 again, but you're only going to pull off to that 2nd finger, which I want you to leave on the 4th fret. So you'll go like this. Okay. At that point, you're going to hammer on the little finger again. Okay. So you had 2 normal. And then a shorter one. And then we're going to do a full one again. Okay? And when you get to the end of that one, from 12, you're just going to pull off to open and kill it dead. So here it is slow. And then a little bit faster. So the second one's a little bit different. We're going to start with the first finger on the 2nd fret. And it looks like I'm tapping here on the 9, but I'm not. I'm just picking the string so that we get a strong first note, okay? From there, you're going to make your way back up. Okay? And then we're going to do 2 full cycles after that, okay? So from the 2, two full cycles. Shorter one to start with, 2 full ones, and then like before, you're going to do one that just comes back to the 4. Okay? So starting from the 2, pick the string, full one, short, and then you can do 1 full one and a pull off to open. So it's just a little bit different at the start, okay? Here it is again, slow and then a little bit faster. And then one more time back to back. First one. And there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a big fat like on it. Hit subscribe if you want to do it again sometime soon. And leave me an awesome comment below and I will get back to you. Peace.